is your dad?
Yes, they're both from Mexico. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you talk to me a little bit about the challenges that might be unique to immigrants?
Yeah, definitely. So when it comes to being children of immigrants, there's always been the fear that one of our parents would be deported. But it's never really affected our daily lives, mostly because we knew that the chances of that were relatively low. As long as we kept doing what we were doing and, didn't do anything that would be bad, we'd be fine.
You know what, I'll stop you right there because I did not tell you this. I think we're probably not going to, we're going to sidestep that in this video
okay.
because it's sensitive.
Definitely.
But I do want to hear more about how your family is unique, being, a son of two immigrants. I mean, don't feel like you absolutely cannot say the word, or you can say that, but can you talk about some of the other ways in which?
Okay. Feel free to stop me in case, but I think I know which direction I can take this. So as a son of immigrant parents, one of the biggest things that has always been up in the air is my education, right? And whether or not we'll be able to afford it. And so because of that, it's always motivated me to do my very best. And it's also something that has always been explained to me. It's always, my parents have always let me know that we might not have those resources. So at this point, it also allowed me to know that I will need to take advantage of scholarship opportunities or get involved as much as I can in different organizations, maintain my good grades, so that I could have the opportunity to reduce those costs significantly, right? And also, I think it's just encouraged me to put my best foot forward in facing or in completing my academics and searching for these opportunities and aiming to have a higher education. And that's mostly because neither of my parents have the higher education. Both of them graduated from high school back in Mexico, but aside from that, they were never able to take advantage of those opportunities. And so really it's just a matter of me taking that step forward as the first generation of my family to attend college.
That's great. I think something that we had talked about when we met before is you said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember you saying hard work is really important in my family. Can you talk a little bit about that, and also maybe where education comes in? Because it almost seems to me like you working hard, but now it's almost like the Emily K Center is giving you that extra piece of.
Yep. So the reason education, I say, is very important to us is because we see the types of careers that our parents have. They're very hands-on. They can be very tedious, and my dad is a construction worker, so some days he'd be outside in 100-degree weather, or he'd still have to work even when it was snowing. And so as a result of that, it's kind of ingrained in us that we want to have the opportunities.
Sorry, can you say I instead of we?
Yes.
I know you're talking about your family, but it'd be great to say
Yeah.
I. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, it's been ingrained in me that striving for those higher education, would allow me to take a different career path and not have to worry about I think I'm gonna have to take a step back. Hold on.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Okay. So, do you think we could like revisit this?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I just kind of blanked.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
fine.
No, yeah, we can definitely go back. You're doing really, really well
Thank you.
too. Like incredibly well. It's not always easy stuff to talk about. There are a few things, Leah, that I wanted to have you say, because a lot of times when an interview is over and like we're going through the footage, we just are like, oh man, I wish they had said this sentence. So these are just phrases that we're
Okay.
basically just capturing the audio. So could you say, like, as if you were beginning the sentence, at the Emily K Center, and then just that's it. We'll just give it a couple of seconds after that. So at the Emily K Center.
Okay, gotcha.
You got it.
So I'm just saying that.
You're just
okay.
saying it. Yeah.
Okay. At the Emily K Center.
When I'm at the Emily K Center.
When I'm at the Emily K Center.
Getting involved with the Emily K Center.
Getting involved with the Emily K Center.
Great, you're nailing these. Could you say the Emily K Center has been a game changer for me?
The Emily K Center has been a game changer for me.
That was great. Can you try just one more
Yeah.
time?
The Emily K Center has been a game changer for me.
Could you begin a sentence like that? And we're doing this in just a couple of different ways. And say the Emily K Center has been a game changer for me because, and you can say whatever comes to mind. If we need to go through it a couple of times, if you
Okay.
need to stop and think about it.
The Emily the Emily K Center has been a game changer for me because it's allowed me to reach for that brighter future.
Okay.
They walked away. Okay, can you try that one?
Okay.
And that was perfect, except for this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it. I still hear. Oh.
I think it's okay, they're far enough away.
Okay.
Okay. The Emily K Center has been a game changer for me because it's allowed me to reach for my current goals and establish ones that okay. I'm gonna try that again. The Emily K Center has been a game changer for me because it's allowed me to cultivate my ambitions and reach even further.
I loved that. That was really good. Did it sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. You've got a good, your voice sounds very nice also.
Thank you.
You have a nice deep voice. What time it is? I want to make sure we're not.
It's 5:37.
Oh, okay. So we should.
Yeah.
Okay. we're gonna wrap this up. You've been awesome
Thank
and very patient and gracious and just a really good interviewee, so thank you. I want to give you the opportunity to share anything I didn't ask you about. We
Mhm.
can go back to that question that we were talking about before. I want you to tell me what you would like to,
I think I can tackle it. The last question. Yeah, we
Okay.
can go back to it.
and we might have to just.
Yeah, they're setting up for the.
Oh, I saw
Tonight,
what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing. Let's make it our timing is pretty good. So what would you do tonight here in the center?
Actually, I don't really know. Sometimes it's just like randomized, or we're not really told ahead of time
Oh,
what we're
you're
going to be doing.
Okay.
So the program is actually just
Close the door, but I don't
something
think
new
it's-
every week. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
it's whatever they're able to
Mhm.
do.
Okay. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, let's try. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
So, okay. Do you need me to prompt you with a question?
yeah.
Or, so I don't remember exactly what the question was, but I know we were talking about the importance of not just working hard, but also education. And you were
Mhm.
talking about like what education, why it's so important.
Okay. So for my parents specifically, their careers involve like lots of hands-on activities, but it also involves not being able to take those holidays. Sometimes they'll have to skip those December breaks that we have because they still have to work, or in the summer they'll still have to work in 100-degree weather, specifically my dad who works in construction. And working hard is more geared towards education for us because we want to be able to spend time with our families on those holidays and get careers that won't be as risky, right? It's for an immigrant, it's typical to have those construction jobs, but my parents in general want me to have a career that won't put me at such a risk, but also is just a better opportunity than that which they have had. And so it's really just a matter of achieving the American dream, right? Being able to pull ourselves by our bootstraps and have a better career with the education that we'll be getting.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, and could you connect that back to the Emily K Center, because
Yep.
it's sort of because of those opportunities that you're going to be able to.
And in terms of that hard work, the Emily K Center takes those like characteristics in me that have been cultivated by my parents and allowed me to reach that potential, so that I could then essentially take on any opportunity or any challenge that I'd like to. So it's not just a matter of me having the talent, but also applying the skills that would be needed for me to attend these selective colleges and do well in them, not just get admitted, right? And so really, those two components have helped me a lot by allowing me to present myself well, but also follow through with it.
Can you imagine what your life might be like if you hadn't gotten involved with the Emily K Center?
I feel like many aspects would be different.
Could you?
Yeah, I could be.
Question.
Without the Emily K Center, my life would be very different in terms of where I'd be academically. I don't think I'd be attending the North Carolina School of Science and Math, and I don't think I would have been exposed to the opportunities that have made me interested in the field of biomedical engineering. So in general, I think I'd be less prepared to tackle the college application process, or in general, like less confident about taking on opportunities that come up, because I'm at the point where people are starting to reach out to me and asking me to apply for their programs. And had I not had the professional assistance in terms of like writing the emails, preparing resumes, or having these interviews without being flustered or presenting myself in ways that aren't my true self, without the Emily K. Center, I wouldn't be able to do these things as effectively as I feel like I am now.
That's great. I don't have anything else.
I have a couple more things, like a couple of also sort of like filler sentences, just
Yeah.
ask you to say. And maybe you said this one before, but could you say, and this is a complete sentence, but just that because of the Emily K. Center, or my experience at the Emily K. Center, I know I'm going to college, if that feels true to you.
Yeah. Because of my time at the Emily K. Center, I know I'm going to college.
And can you also just say, because of the Emily K. Center? That's it.
Because of the Emily K. Center.
And then also through the Emily K. Center.
Through the Emily K. Center.
And then one last thing, which is, you sort of said this before, but I just wanted to get it in a sentence, was that, you know, before the Emily K. Center, you didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about the future, but now you have a vision of what you want your future to look like. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I didn't really think about it as much prior to Emily K. Center.
Or just, yeah, or you have a different vision of what your future will look like. Is that true? If not, then no. That it doesn't.
The second part is the only thing that's a little bit off, because, like I mentioned, I didn't really spend much time thinking about it, so it wasn't like I got a clear picture of it. So I
It's
guess
not like it's changed. It's just now you have it.
now I'm able to explore that future. I don't know how else I would phrase it. If you would like to help me out.
So, you know, so before the Emily K. Center, I didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about
My future.
But now, the Emily, or what?
I don't know. I guess so. Something now I'm. Maybe you wouldn't use the word optimistic, but now I'm looking forward, or now I can't wait, or now I see more possibilities than I could have imagined. Do any of those ring true? I mean, and I also like this idea of exploring.
Yeah, I liked what you said. I couldn't
Yeah.
couldn't quite connect it, but I thought that was a really good way to put it.
Now I'm exploring possibilities for my future.
Could you repeat that first part?
Yes,
Sorry.
before the Emily K. Center, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about my future.
Okay. I'm going to say, but now I'm actually curious about exploring that future.
Okay, great. That's great.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
Before the Emily K. Center, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about my future, but at this point in time, I'm more curious about exploring that future and about. I'm just gonna stop there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta wrap up here.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I can.
Yes.